say, when you tear up, and then I look at you, and then I tear up, and then I have to look away. So no tearing up, all right? Till the service is over. At least my talking is over. All right. Well, this month, in recognition of Valentine's Day, we're going to be talking about love, like we do every Sunday of every month, all year long. It's been said in life, love is not everything, but without love, everything else is nothing. Love is the essence of life. And as we said this morning in our opening affirmative statement, and we say every Sunday in so many words, love is all there is to all that is. Which is to say, love is the essence of existence. And yet love is a mystery. A mysterious, invisible, undescribable force. The pure, positive energy that creates worlds upon worlds. We could say that love is the heartbeat of life, and that its holy rhythm is the vibration behind and within all of creation. As Rumi so beautifully wrote, and I so often quote, we are born of love. Love is our mother. Love is what we are, and still, love is beyond our human attempts to explain or describe what it is in words. Now, that doesn't stop us from trying. Since the beginning of time, there's likely been hundreds and millions of words offered in a desire to define love. But all we've ever been able to come up with is what love is like. We can describe what it's like with all those words. Often that description is beautifully poetic, and sometimes not so much. Recently someone wrote, love is like swallowing hot chocolate before it has cooled. It takes you by surprise at first, but keeps you warm for a long time. Someone else wrote, love is like an hourglass with the heart filling as the brain empties. But love, like God, because God is love, must be felt to be experienced, and it must be experienced to be known. Love, then, is like the wind. We can't see it, but we can feel it. And we can see its results. We know when we feel it, and we know when we don't. We can describe how we feel when we feel it. Happy, giddy, blissful, excited, affectionate, tender, warm, safe, anchored. And we can describe how we feel when we don't feel love. Lonely, isolated, disconnected, and fearful. Since we are born of love, then anytime we don't feel love, which is to say, whenever we're not being the love we are born to be, we're not being the one we're created to be. It's as simple as that. And without love, everything else that we seem to be is nothing. Love is the essence of our life. Now, love in this human environment may seem to be optional. It may seem to come and go from within us, from those around us. And yet, where there's life, there must be love, or nothing at all. So we could say then that love in our human experience is a moment-to-moment choice to be true or untrue to the love that we are, to the love that loved us into existence. Now, most of us would consider ourselves to be loving and kind. I'm sure everyone here feels that way. And yet we read in the 13th chapter of 1 Corinthians in the Bible the many ways love itself is expressed humanly. Here's just a few. Let's see how we do. Love is patient. Who among us hasn't been impatient? But do we see impatience as unloving? I mean, you know, those people drive so slow when we're in a hurry. It says love is kind. Do we see an unkind retort as justified, as a reasonable defensive reaction to a perceived offensive word or action? Hey, he said it first. He started it. She started it. Love does not dishonor others. How much time do we spend criticizing others or speaking in ways that dishonor ourselves and the world around us? It says love is not easily angered. How many times a day do we reasonably say, if we watch the news, that makes me so mad? Love keeps no record of wrongs. Thank God for that. But how many records of wrongs are we keeping in our mind? And how often do our conversations include somebody done me wrong stories? It wasn't fair. It wasn't right. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that everyone here is loving and kind. As loving and kind as we feel we can be in any moment. Because we value being loving and kind. So maybe we can focus this month on fine-tuning our expressions of love by removing any lingering conditions we may still have on our choice to love no matter what, which is what unconditional means. Maybe we can let this month inspire us to take a deeper dive into the unconditional love within us that is already, right now, loving all of creation. Maybe we can begin by not just talking about love, but by putting love into action in our thoughts, in our words, and in all that we do when we talk to others. To put love there. No matter what is going on in this world. In this way, we allow the mystery of unconditional love to truly come alive in us. All of us can love for a reason, but this way we allow unconditional love to come alive in us and show us what it is, and to show us who we are as love's creation. The spiritual teacher Mooji said, day by day become more and more intimate with the inner stillness, joy, and love, which is the fragrance of your own heart. Love isn't just in the air around Valentine's Day. Its fragrance is everywhere, every day. Love is the very air we breathe. Without love, we couldn't breathe. Every breath we take is given to us by the love within us that supports and celebrates our life here in this human experience. It's always there. Love isn't something we fall in and out of. It's what we're made of. Love doesn't grow old and it doesn't disappear. It's fresh and present every moment. Because the present moment is where love lives and where we are alive in love. Right now. Right this moment. The love that lives in us is beyond the turmoil of thoughts that require reasons to love, and beyond thoughts that justify reasons not to. Now, even though we may not always feel our unbreakable connection to the love that is everywhere, or see it in action everywhere, it hasn't gone anywhere. We've just momentarily become unaware of its presence. Love is the connection. It's the connective tissue that joins everything in the universe with everything else. Without that love, there would be no connection. Without that love, there would be nothing to connect. Love is the creator, the connector, and the connection. If we'd like to feel more of it, and to be more patient, perhaps, and more kind, less judgmental, less angry because of it, it's important for us to consciously connect with the heart of our heart. So let's do that right now. It's a great way to start this month. So everybody put your hand on your heart. We're not going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. And let's just feel that familiar beat. Please raise your hand if you don't feel a beat. Whoops. Oh, that works. But keep your other hand on your heart. Okay. All right. The pure, positive energy of love has been right there, behind and within our very heart. All this time, since the beginning of our earth life, since the very moment, actually, that we were conceived. And it's there right now, supporting our life still, right now. Our our whole life. Our heart has been beating with a holy rhythm. The rhythm of the heart of God that beats at the center of the universe. That's what beats right here. It's been beating in us every moment while we've been doing all sorts of things. Some of them loving and some of them not so much. It hasn't stopped, even for one moment when we've stopped loving. And so keeping our hand on our heart, let's close our eyes and focus on that holy heartbeat. Really know how holy and sacred that livingness is in us. And say silently to our heart, thank you for being there. Thank you for the good feeling I feel when I am being the love that I am. And thank you for continuing to beat with love, even when I am impatient, unkind, judgmental, and angry. And just feel gratitude right now for that beautiful, beautiful heart. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Osho wrote, "Love is born with you. It is your intrinsic quality. All that is needed is to give it away, to make a passage for it, to let it flow." When we give love, a way to express unconditionally through us, which means no matter what. Not I will love if, or I will love when, or I love because. But rather I love because love is what I am. When we make a passage for it that's free of conditions on it, love naturally fills us like an hourglass, filling up our heart as our conditions on love empty. When we follow love's impulse to love, no matter how unreasonable in any moment that impulse may seem, and our head tells us that it's unreasonable to do it, we won't wonder where love has gone. We won't wonder where it is in the world, no matter what's going on. Because we'll be the presence of love in the world and loving the world. That's why we came. No one said it would be easy, but we wanted to do it. We were up for the challenge, and we were up for the growth and expansion and awareness and joy that comes with loving no matter what. Because love has no opposites, no conflicts, nothing to fight against. When we feel that unopposed force within us, we feel it everywhere. Everywhere we are. In everything we see. When we give love a way to get through without judging why we shouldn't. We make a passage for forgiveness. Now, I don't know, how many of you are following the monks who are walking for peace? Following them online? Yeah. And they have some beautiful posts. It's just amazing. But this one is from yesterday, and I just felt like I wanted to read it today. And I'm just going to use the word love rather than peace, because they're both the same. They wrote, "We walk not to bring you love, but to remind you it never left. It's been there through every storm, every heartbreak, every lonely night, waiting with infinite patience for you to notice it again. May our footsteps help you turn inward and find it. And may that discovery be like sunrise after the longest night, dispelling shadows you thought were permanent and filling your whole being with radiant wellness, with comfort, with belonging. The more we let love flow, unrestricted and unconditioned by us, the deeper we feel the connective tissue that connects us with all of life, with all of creation. We find that our heart beats unreasonably with love for everyone and everything. And we discover that love is truly all there is. And we've been that love all along. Namaste. All right. Well, this is a time of our service when we get to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being. Truly. Life wouldn't be complete without one of us not being here. So thank you for being. We help to fill the universe with the oneness. We add to the connection. So thank you for connecting here at LEC. And we know love connects us here. And we know love connects us with everyone who is watching live stream. And it's a beautiful thing. And in this human environment, in order for us to do it someplace warm, indoors, it requires financial support. And so thank you. I know all of you who are here give beautifully. You can plug your ears and hum while I continue. This is for, I'll not say more because our treasurer has, it's a gift to have such love. Look at our finances all the time and see the good, see the possibilities. And so I'm just going to ask our treasurer, Dr. Jamie Phillips, to come up and tell us all the good things you know.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for that talk. Everything I do is legal. I always like to enter my my spiel with that. Okay. So if you would like to donate to the Life Enrichment Center, and we would love to have you donate, you can do so if you're watching this online. You can donate on Facebook, facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center. You can go to PayPal, LEC Flint, no, that's our website, lecflint.com, and there's a donate button on that page. Our email is lec2512@gmail.com, and that's what you would use if you would like to donate on PayPal. And lastly, if you would like to send in a check or money order, you can go to our P.O. Box, which is Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321294, Flint, Michigan 48532. And here in the sanctuary, we're going to be doing an offertory while we listen to Marcia Allen singing In This Very Room. And then Reverend Stephanie will be back for gratitude prayer. Thank you.